This is the Hyper Megatech Super Pocket from the same creators as the Evercade systems. This particular one is the Taito edition, so surprise surprise, it's got built-in Taito games. It's designed to be small, compact, fit in your pocket, and as you can see it's about 82 millimeters rather in width, height at 125, and depth about 25 mil. The D-pad kind of feels a bit like it's trying to replicate an arcade joystick, which of course the games built in are arcade games. Got your menu button, 4 face buttons, start and select, got headphone port, USB-C for charging, your power switch, and if I've got it right around off the top of my head, your power light and your charging light, your volume controls, and you've also got your shoulder buttons, mainly for games that aren't actually on the Super Pocket, because it takes Evercade carts as well. And the main complaints of this throughout the community is the screen is very small, but then it is designed to be kept in your pocket. And not only that, face buttons are fine. Some people are a bit marmite about the D-pad. Depends what game you're playing, to be fair. And people complain about the reach of the shoulder buttons. However, Paul G's kindly sent me his homemade device called the SP Extreme Lite. Got the main back bit to it. G's kindly customised for me and matched it to the Taito colours. Got the back piece clipped in via magnets. Super Pocket simply slides in the top. Front brace, and you've got magnifying glass. Trying to make it easier to see the screen. Now it's only fair if I put a bit of gameplay footage without to be able to compare with the SP Extreme Lite and just plain Super Pocket. So try play a bit of Puzzle Bobble. Just select to insert a coin. Start to play. Simply direction buttons and A to fire. I love how simplistic yet complicated these games are. Oh, what a shot. Like I said earlier, the arcade games don't tend to use the shoulder buttons, so this is more of a test of seeing what it looks like. I appreciate the footage is quite far away at the moment. Just kind of emulating having rested arms. I'd ensure you could bring it closer to you, but then that's going to be uncomfortable on the elbows after amount of time playing. Just not doing too well because I'm trying to talk and play at the same time. Oh, we've got past level 3. Try a bit of elevator action. Again, doesn't use the shoulder buttons. That's when I insert a coin, or virtual coin. So A to fire, B to jump, and shoot the lights out. Love this game. Got on the door just in time, just before I got shot. It's all Matrix. We got away. And do one level on this because it's quite lengthy compared with Puzzle Bobble. Oh, just got shot in the face. Ran out of bullets. He got caught in the lift. Love it when that happens. So it's going to call lift down. These darker areas, the doors do open from time to time, just happens on the floor below me. Cheat a bit. This game looks so basic. Yet the more you play it, the more depth you realise there are. The idea is you're supposed to be stealing secret documents from red doors. Go for the next one now. I just forget how long these levels are. I'm just determined to get down to the Datsun. There's the Datsun. Don't specify what car it is, just looks old and Japanese. Let's get shot in the face. Oh, he just fell down. I'm determined to complete this level. So close to the end of it now. Oh. Game over? Yep. Oh well. Alright, let's give you an idea how much difference a magnifier makes. It's one of those things, it doesn't really show up on film. As a human eye, it does feel like it makes quite a huge difference. Of course, I'm trying to keep it at an angle where you guys can see it, and girls. Assuming anyone's watching this at all. And a slight awkward angle where I can't really see all the screen at the moment. That's because I'm filming it, as opposed to any design issues. First time I played the Super Pocket was actually in hospital. I'm stuck in hospital for a week, so it's going back 2 years now. So you can imagine cannula in the elbow. Not over keen on needles anyway. It's kind of frightened to accidentally tug it out or just by moving. Just try and get comfortable. Thankfully it didn't happen, but very much felt as if I had to have my arms in a comfortable position rather than having to drag my arms closer to me to see the screen. Did I complete this level? I think I did a minute ago. I'm doing such a good job this time, but I reckon when I was in hospital, this magnifying glass would have been a huge advantage for me. Elevator action as well. Just for equality. It's a bit more action game, so it's the lights I'm aiming for. If you miss a red door, you have to start a level again because you've got to break back into the building. Oh, didn't mean to fall down into the left, but there we go. Yeah, you have to break back into the building, steal the document you've missed. you might be having is how to get to the doors. You kind of stand on the mat outside of it and point back towards the door. Didn't need to jump there at all. Yeah, I didn't quite jump over the bullet. Kind of reminds me a bit of Keystone Capers in a way. But I'll keep moving the Super Pocket away from the camera. Just feels natural. I want to see what I'm doing as opposed to showing anyone else. But then I had similar problems when I did the Winter Sports curling video, Nintendo DS. How do I record that? Definitely wasn't emulation. I was actually balancing my phone. There we go, got to the Datsun. Fire up. So my initial thoughts at that point, those wings, you call it wings, side pods, those bits, gives the hand a little bit something to grip onto, freeing up the fingers and thumbs, which is given a little bit of an advantage. The curved design of the Super Pocket on its own is quite comfortable to an extent. And that magnifier, obviously he's been playing around with these for a while, so he's got the distance on the sidebars. Oops, just not the tripod. So he's worked out what seems to be the optimum for, well, for him, I guess. People with different sizes, their arms will be different lengths. For me, it's about right. But of course, what I haven't tested is the back buttons. None of those arcade games use the shoulder buttons. So let's try Piko 1. And the one game we got in mind, if you know me, I like my racing games. Right, let's play some Top Racer, or Top Gear as it's known. Back in the SNES days, for whatever reason the BBC got funny about it recently, but we're fine about it at the time. Anyhow, just press the menu button down to Evercade, and it'll load whichever cartridge in your system. We'll select Top Racer. So we'll try this without, so I've got access to the buttons at the back. If you're tucked in there, you're not getting access to the buttons normally, but you can squeeze in the console too much. You kind of have to bring your hands out a little bit to press the buttons. I've done change the speed to miles per hour so I can make any sense of it. Enter your name. And we don't want automatic, we want manual, so I actually have to press the buttons on the back, shoulder buttons. And the default control settings are quite strange. I'll go for setting D, where A is accelerate, X is brake, B is nitro boost, steering's on a D-pad, then the gears are the L1 and R1, which is I believe the innermost buttons. Yep, the innermost buttons. I don't want the fastest car because it eats up the fuel like crazy. Equally, don't want the slowest car. Oh, sorry, tyre grip. Got 6 of these at the tyres as well. These two cars are interesting. The bottom two, purple one, 137 miles per hour tops, which is the same as the aquamarine turquoise. Tyre grip's better of the damn turquoise. Fuel consumption's similar. And the 0 to 60 is quicker in the turquoise out of those two. I've got to press start. Ah, play game, that'll be it. I'll bring it close to the camera. Only real complaint with this game. It's Barry Letcher's brilliant music. Does drown out the engine noises, which you have to rely on the revometer. Turbo. Apologies, spinning the console out a little bit. So I can reach the back buttons, but I imagine if I'm trying to do the L2 buttons as well, I'd have to change my grip, which is a little bit distracting whilst you're playing a high action game. That's the first level of that, which pretty much just proves that I can reach the L button, but it's a bit awkward if I want to change between L1 and L2. More so for PlayStation games, to be honest. Right, let's try again with Paul's SP Extreme Lite. Of course, with the magnifier, I keep my hand on the table. Make it easier for you guys to see, and gals, or if anyone's watching. The manual again. Control type D. Aquamarine car. Back to miles per hour again. Play game. Whilst it's loading. See, because my grip is in the palm of my hands, I can change between LLR 1 and 2 relatively easily without really affecting gameplay. Try to keep the volume fairly low because Barry Letch, brilliant Scottish composer. We're going to be a bit protective of his music. So that felt a lot more comfortable because I was able to press the buttons without having to grip the console at the same time, because the side pods are pushing into the palms of my hands. I'm having to use my fingers to hold the console. It's a lot easier. Right, so this SP Extreme Lite. I'll go through the pros and cons. Bear in mind, it is a home built thing, it's not for retail, so effectively it's like a prototype if you like. So the magnifier helps a lot. Might not show up on screen too well when I'm recording it, but in real life it is a huge benefit. The wings definitely help out with comfort and reaching the shoulder buttons on the back. On the downside, it does make it bulkier. It stops it being a pocket device, but then it just means you'd have to fold it down and put it in a bag or something. So if you use it on the train or just trapped in hospital like I was. It has a couple of features I haven't really talked about. It has chiselled out a little bit of wood there. Unfortunately my jack is a little bit chunky on the plastic, so you would need a slimline jobber for that. Whereas my USB-C does have a slimmer shell on it. USB-C plugs in nicely. So he has tried to think about that. And I think the only other real problems with it, because it was sent in from America and it's made of wood, I think this strap sometimes actually blocks the screen a little bit. I don't know if I can show you one there. But if I power it up a minute. Got the whole screen lit up really. Like I say, the power button's accessible as well as the volume buttons on the back. You can see there, just slightly takes up a little bit of the bottom of the screen at times. So you've either got to make sure the Super Pocket isn't all the way down. Now I don't think that's a design thing. I think what's happened, where it's been flown in from America, it's been in the hold, temperature's warped the wood, and it's a slight bow on the wood. So for a prototype that's not leaving the country, brilliant. But I would say if it was to make it as a product for sale, probably 3D printing or preferably molded plastic to give it that durability. But yeah, bless the guy, it otherwise works fantastically. As in, God forbid, if I ever end up back in hospital, I would be taking a Super Pocket and an SP Extreme Lite just to pass the boredom with play and comfort, particularly the cannula on my arm. So pretty much, if the product was in Britain, and depending on how much it was, I would probably buy one.